Hi, welcome back to my channel. Ow! Okay, so it's very exciting. We are launching our brand new product, the Glama-Riah. Now, you may remember our beautiful, famous, world-famous Uber-Riah, the first lace front wig made for drag queens by drag queens ever. Pioneered the industry. Anyway, so, COVID happened. We all know the wig famine, the great wig famine of 2020. We lost our ability to make our lace fronts, our beautiful lace fronts. So we went straight into designing our amazing range of Glam and Go wigs, which is just, the beautiful hard front, party hat, drag friendly, suitcase friendly, travel friendly, the wig that every drag queen should have in their wardrobe. Not only glamorized, but definitely a selection of them to keep your life easy. Now we have merged the two together, the Uber-Riah and the Glam and Go, and we now have the Glama-Riah. Now, it is the best of both worlds. We have a Glam and Go with a lace front. So before I go any further, I just want to say thank you to everyone who supported us through this very trying time. It has been rough for everyone, I know. But, hopefully it's just up and up now. So let me show you the Glama-Riah. The first style we have is the Deluxe Dolly. So it's the dolly wig with a lace front. The dolly's great because it's so versatile. We've done lots of different things with the dolly and they're fabulous. So the thing that I love the most about this particular wig, we always had body in our wigs. Our wigs were, they're wigs for drag queens. They're designed for drag queens. But now we've got even more because the Glam and Goes were designed to be huge. So we've combined those two technologies together and we have all that beautiful style, that cut, the set, the permatease, everything that you love about the Glam and Go and the ease, but with lace on the front, a lace front. So it is a little bit different to a Uber-Riah because the Uber-Riah had a deeper lace and this has a small amount of knotting just at the front, just to hide the harsh line. That's all we need, really. Another point to point out is these are a one-size-fits-most. We've gone back to our one-size-fits-most. We've done a lot of work sort of developing the fit, the construction, the way the lace is attached, the way the knotting is done, how it connects to the cap and marries together. So as I said, we've gone back to our one-size-fits-most, which means that the tension will vary. But I have a medium-sized head, so I've got a 57.5 centimeter circumference, and Nikita has a 60.5. So it's a big chunk. So I'm a medium and she's a large, and they both fit us perfectly. But there is a little trick with the lace because of the way it's attached. So if you put the lace on now, you will see that you'll get like a little tension mark in the little corners here. And I'm going to show you a technique, just a specific way of cutting a lace to make sure you can avoid getting that on your wig. So I will show you now what it looks like without being cut. Uncut. Ah, the lace uncut. Oh, sexy. Okay, I'm going to put my pink curls in. Ah, ta-da! Okay, well, that is, I don't know if that match is going to work. We're really doing the magic television here. Anyway, I've been up and down. I've been doing lots of things. It's been ages since that last blink. Anyway, so here we are. This is our Glama-Riah on with the uncut lace. Now, as you can see, there is tension through here, and that is normal because of this line here. It's holding all that tension and all that lace tight, which is important because once you cut it back and release that tension, it will still sit flat and flush. We kind of, we've overcompensated for the overall tension when you first try it on, so it sits flush when you cut it. Okay, so don't panic. But okay, let's go back to our pretty hair, shall we? Okay, so we've seen that. Now I'm going to show you how to cut the lace. Okay, let's go up here. Oh, welcome back to our creative table. This is the craft corner. So this is the selection, the selezione that we're going to be releasing today. We've got Miss Sweden. Hey girl, hey. Ginger LeBon. Miss Venezuela. I don't know how to do that accent. Midnight Star, Persian Rose, everyone's favorite color, Persian Rose, and of course Bombshell, which I'll be demonstrating on today. So, okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of rejigging. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take some scissors. Okay, hi. So I'm going to try and make this as good for you as possible, if you can see, without going too wild with the camera angles. But here is your lace. Okay. And you will see that there's a little bit of a gather, a little bit of a pucker here. And that's an important way we've designed for the lace to be held nice and tight, the tension to be correct on the forehead. So what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut up here. Now, so many people never cut this part correctly. They just sort of cut sort of down here and leave all this hanging. We don't want that. We don't want that. We want to cut this off. So go under here. Maybe we should put the camera up a little bit. Can we oh, that's better. Hi. Okay, so where was I? Cutting this. Take your hand and you can see like just push that hair away and then you can cut up and cut up onto an angle. Still leave a little bit of lace here, but you want to cut that up and cut that off right at the back of the join, just there. Let me show that again on this side. So take your hand under here, separate the hair from the lace. Oh, this is actually probably better for me to do. And then there's your line of knotting. You want to go on an angle like this, okay? So just cut up like that. Like that, yes. And then take that bit there, and you'll see that little gather just here, and then you can just snip that off there, okay? That's done. So previously we have recommended that you cut the lace to be about a finger width deep. That's a finger width deep. Oh, excuse my, I've got a war wound from yesterday. But these are better with the lace cut short. So what we want to do is just go along and take your fingers and separate the hair. And I'm going to say, should we get the measuring tape? Nikita, would you pass me the measuring tape? And we're going to cut up here. And I'm going to tell you exactly how much I'm cutting and how much I'm leaving. Okay, let's start at 5 from the hairline. Where it's basically 1/2 centimeter actually. So, cutting up here. Now, if you cut it round, then the tension will remain in these corners. So what we want to do, and this is a little tricky bit to avoid the tension if you're getting the tension marks, is to come up and really follow the line of the hairline itself. And let the hairline be your guide. Let the knotting, the very edge of the knotting be your guide. And go along. Oh, that's a bit of a dodgy cut. Let me just fix that. And just follow that down. It's probably a little bit hard for you to see the actual edge of the knotting because it's blonde, but you know, trust me. You can trust me. And then we go down here and come around and we cut that off, and that's done. And that will release these little tension marks here, help it sit nice and flush and tight on your forehead. And, you know, theoretically, should be one size fits most. Okay, let's go back to the, what do we call that? The mirror. Let's go back to the other place.
On the other side of the studio.
Yeah, the other side of the studio. Okay, we're back now. Other seat. Okay, I'm gonna put my pink curls in and I'm gonna try this wig on for you. Yes, okay. Okay, so let's put her on. And she's glamour. And the best thing is, like I said before, the amount of body, the amount of movement, the style that's already in there. It's not just a long, straight wig that you have to then restyle and to get it to look something like that. Is out of the bag, fresh, glamorous, and all the hard work is done for you. Like we did, like we perfected with our Glam and Goes. Like all the work is done for you. All you have to do is put a brush through it. You can comb it up, you can brush it up if you want. But the thing to remember about these wigs is that because they are a mixture of a Glam and Go and an Uber-Riah, they're not designed to be slick back. If you want to get a wig that's a lace front that's slick back, then there's plenty of options out there for you to go to. These are a pre-styled wig for you, and they are designed to be worn in the style. I mean, you don't have to wear it exactly like this, but all that work is done for you, as you can see. Ah, and all you need is a little bit of tab of glue, just here, just there, and that'll be nice and invisible, nice and gorgeous. Okay, so this is our beautiful Glama-Riah, brand new, gorgeous. One other thing, because these have got a full cap, they have wire in the tabs, in the ear tabs here, so you want to make sure they're bent down as well. And that'll help. And that'll help the lace sit flat as well. I mean, even that, you don't even need to glue it down. You know what I mean? Like, if you wear it like this, it's literally the best of both worlds. It's a lace front wig that you have to do so little to. And just to go back as well to the cutting technique of the lace, I know that previously, you know, years ago, I did tutorials and my advice was to leave it like the lace longer, but that was a different time. You know, that was when people only had 1 or 2 lace front wigs, and now people have so many lace fronts in their wardrobe that you don't have to have that buffer, that safety net of keeping the lace really long to make it last forever, because you're not wearing the one wig over and over and over again where the lace will wear back. And, you know, and we're much more educated now. We know how to clean our lace properly, well, we should, and we know how to, you know, how to look after them to preserve the life of the lace. You don't need to leave it this long so you can keep cutting it back. I think that's my opinion. That's how I feel. I know I've certainly been cutting my laces back, you know, really short now, because it's like I realize that I don't need to keep it long. Well, I mean, I do have a lot of wigs, so it does help. But anyway, it is important for the tension to cut the lace like that, like, as I said. Okay, so this is the first style in our Glama-Riah range, the Deluxe Dolly, the double Ds. Oh, and she's wonderful. She's gorgeous. I love her. We've got lots of styles coming. We've got lots of new things. It's a new horizon, a new day. It's a brand new day. Oh, I shouldn't sing. But I will say that it does take longer to produce and manufacture lace front wigs. So if they are out of stock, if you're watching this and you go to the website and they're not in stock, then just click the notify me button and you'll be notified the moment they come in by email. So I was also talking to Nikita this morning about just the nature of the last 3 years. And how, you know, how devastating it was that we lost our ability to make our Uberize, as I mentioned before. But what the amazing thing that came out of that is that we really got to focus on the construction and the quality and the styles and the permatease and the fullness and a lot of, like, you know, fundamental basics when it comes to creating the best wig for drag queens. And that was the Glam & Go range. So marrying these two together is a really, really wonderful thing. And I think that this is going to be a wonderful, fabulous future. Ah, yes. Well, thanks for watching. As always, don't forget to, you don't have to do that. If you're here, you know why. So, get your hands on a Glamoria now, if you can. They're going to be hot property. All right, lovelies. We'll see you soon. Mwah.
Wigs by Vanity. This is my wigs. I don't wear hair.